Thinking of visiting Silverwood Theme Park? Here's what families really need to know. When I was planning our trip to Silverwood in Athol, Idaho, I had so many questions and I could not find the answers. So I did some research and I'm excited to share with you today what you need to know. We stayed at a bed and breakfast nearby, more on that in another video, and drove over to start our day. Parking cost $10 and there was plenty of handicap spaces available right next to the bag check lines. Bag check was quick and easy. Once you get through, they let you use a courtesy transport wheelchair. And if you need to walk with a cane or walker like my mom, you'll need it because it's quite a walk through a long tunnel and upstairs. When you get into the park, grab a map, keep a lookout for photo ops, and take a photo of the show times to reference later. You'll thank me. Once through the entrance, we headed right for the information booth. My mom rented an ECV and it cost $60 per day. We rented a double stroller for our two boys, ages 6 and 3, just like we would at Disney, but these strollers were narrower and could not comfortably fit them both. The cost was under $20, but I wouldn't do that again. If you can, bring your own stroller or wagon. At the information booth, we picked up wristbands for the kids to put our phone number on them, just in case we got separated. They also offered ride height wristbands, but in our experience, it just didn't make a difference since operators still measured the kids at each ride. Hot tip I learned for this trip, the park opens at 11 a.m., but the entrance and information booth open at 10 a.m. Get there early, ride often. This was 4th of July weekend, so it was hot and sunny, but not too busy. I heard Sunday tends to be the least crowded day, and I'd say that was true for us. Wait times were not bad at all, and we had many opportunities to walk right up onto popular attractions. We did Silverwood like a Disneyland rope drop with a plan. I guided my family straight to Roller Coaster Alley because I wanted to ride the newest attraction, Stunt Pilot. One of the highlights of our day at Silverwood was riding Stunt Pilot twice in a row. This coaster pays tribute to the park's past, back when Silverwood hosted real stunt plane air shows. It captures that same spirit of excitement with high-flying twists and turns.
Mama, say hello!
It was a totally unique and thrilling experience. Fast, smooth, just wild enough to make you laugh and scream all at once. Definitely one of the standout rides for any thrill-seeking family. Make sure you smile for the photo op when flying through the bar and get a digital download for only $11. Another one of my favorite all-time coasters is Tremors, and they just got a fancy new upgrade, improving their track for a smoother ride and adding another train to lessen the wait times. Don't miss this one. From new and renewed coasters, here's another coaster that's old but still delivering screams. Corkscrew. Originally developed in the 70s for Knott's Berry Farm, it has lived at Silverwood since the 90s and continues to rattle brains today. I love hearing the loud clacks as the train gets pulled up. That's so exciting. What follows next, though, might be even better. The screams of delight. Aftershock. That's a new one for me. It's been here for almost 20 years, but the low wait times lured me in. But I'm not sure if I'll be running back. The hang time before being dropped was intense. Just watch. After all the twists, turns, and belly flops, it was past noon. Time for lunch at our favorite eatery, the Chuck Wagon All-You-Can-Eat Barbecue. It's $20 per mealtime, like if you just go for lunch, which is a fine deal, but we opted for the all-day value for $30 per adult, $19 for kids ages 3 to 7. They give you a colored wristband so you can return anytime, which meant we visited for lunch around noon. We came back later and had dinner around 5 p.m. It's the same food both times around, but we didn't get tired of it. One thing I love about this park is the ample shade, beautiful gardens, water features, themed decor, flowers, almost everywhere you look. Alright, over here is where you enter. You can see the colored symbol on top for your wristband. That's how they keep track. So you're just going to grab a tray, plates. First thing, grab a chocolate chip cookie and help yourself to whatever looks good. There's a garden salad with dressing packets, a creamy potato salad, coleslaw, crisp watermelon, and then the buns. Move over to the hot bar now. There's big hot dogs, juicy pulled pork, mac and cheese, corn on the cob, baked beans, and green beans. Wait, there's more. Pats of butter, ladles of barbecue sauce, cornbread, and a hot tray of bone-in chicken. When you have what you want, you grab a drink from the Pepsi machines. There you have it. As you can see, I got my favorites, pulled pork, watermelon, cookie on the side. It's all about balance. Seriously though, now you have to balance your tray and walk over to Pavilion 1 to sit and eat. It's a decent shaded area, and if you decide you want more, just go right ahead. Perfect for picky kids and a hungry mommy and daddy. After full tummies, let's go on another ride. We got soaked on Thunder Canyon. Pro tip for the parents and grandparents who aren't riding, bring quarters. This ride and a few others, such as the log flume, have locations where you can insert a quarter and get the riders soaked. Thanks, Mom. My kids loved driving their own antique cars, and unlike Disney's Autopia, these were quiet and relaxing, which we really appreciated. It's been a while since I've been on a Ferris wheel, so when my youngest asked to go on it, how could I say no? We had a beautiful view from up high. The load time was slow, so keep that in mind, even if the line looks short. Hello down there! It was a nice break, and you get a fresh look from above. Maybe skip it if your heights aren't your thing. My kids and I had watched some videos about Silverwood before coming, and my oldest wanted to ride this puppy go-round. Nothing better than smiling, happy kids. Bumper boats. This was a highlight of our park day. Fun for the whole family, even the grandparents watching from the sideline. There's a whole area where viewers can pay a quarter to spray water at the boat riders. The loading rules are a little complicated. Some kids have to wear a life jacket, others don't. Some kids are big enough to ride their own boat, others have to wait on the side while the adult drives. Once you get it figured out, the operators help load you in. One button starts the motor, the other squirts water. So simple, my 6-year-old could do it. There's a little trick to it though, because as I am the water, it turned my steering, and I ended up spinning in a circle. So much fun though. Warning, you will get wet, and you will be laughing.
Ooh, we can get you, Grandma! Over there. Grandma!
Here's another fun one we saw in some Silverwood videos. Crazy Coaster. It spins freely as you zip around at a figure 8. I instinctively put my arm around my little one to keep him from knocking his head around. He was laughing and had the best time. So much so he asked to go on again, and we did. I did notice 2 younger ones crying on the ride. Maybe they hit their head or getting spun, or maybe they were scared of it, so be forewarned, it's not for everyone. Chrissy's Quiet Garden is a hidden gem tucked on the outskirts between Country Carnival and Critter Camp. There's shade, benches, misters, all set in a beautiful garden. It's a perfect place to let little ones nap in a stroller for the kids or parents when they get overstimulated. As I walked around the park, I really enjoyed how many places there were to sit, relax, and soak up the environment. I enjoyed the theme building, decor, and music playing throughout. The tiny treehouse play area was another perfect area for my kids to enjoy unstructured playground time, climbing and running without worry. After dinner at the all-you-can-eat barbecue, which hit the spot, we wrapped up our visit with one of our favorites, the Silverwood train ride. This is a must for our family. We love trains, and it's a peaceful way to wind down after a big day. Accessibility is a huge plus here. The rear car has a lift, so even Grandma was able to board with the rented scooter without any problems. We caught the 7 p.m. ride, which had the train robbery show. It was fun, but the kids did get a little bored by the skit. That said, they still enjoyed the train. Because we boarded at the back of the train, we had a tough time seeing the show. Pro tip, if you're there for the entertainment, sit in the middle car, the uncovered one, for the best view. The train runs hourly until closing, and some departures feature a show about the history of the region. We might try that next time. As for me, I was just happy to kick back, enjoy the ride, and breathe in the fresh air as the sun dipped behind the trees. We'll be back again soon, Silverwood. Follow the wonder. Map you next time.